the holy grail.
And with Gibson, 59 was that pinnacle year where everything came together.
It offered something new and exciting that nobody else was really doing at that time.
I mean, you talk to any working musician today or ones that no longer play, they'll tell you that they got it perfect in 59.
As a musician, it's very inspiring. It's an empowering instrument that we create.
For the first time, they could actually see the grain of the wood. There was color on there. It changed enough to make that guitar, a 1959, the pinnacle of guitar building.
I mean, our goal is always to build the finest guitar in the world, all right? And our quest on the 59 over the years, we've improved it year after year after year.
When the Les Paul came out in 1959, Gibson was still having a tough time convincing everybody that this was the guitar that Gibson thought it was.
If you really look at a 59, they're all one-off guitars because of the structure of the top. They're all different. That's why guys own anywhere from 1 to 400 of them. They're unique. They're very unique. Every one of them's different.
The tops on a lot of the 59s, incredible looking wood. The finishes were amazing. The sound was amazing. It was just the perfect of everything, perfect combination of absolutely everything.
It wasn't a huge success. They stopped making it.
The most interesting part of the story is that it all came together only to flop. You know, only 600 or so guitars were made in 59.
It wasn't until Keith Richards walked on the stage at the Ed Sullivan Show in '64 that the chase was on for.
It started to get everybody's attention. And all of a sudden, this English guy, Jimmy Page, is playing a Les Paul, and it's like, okay, well, maybe there's some validity to this. Gibson really sort of started to come back into its prime at that point. People realized how great the guitars were that Gibson had done in the 50s.
Gibson did it right in 59. It's the perfect guitar.
But the first time that Gibson ever really put a lot of effort into it to figure out exactly what are the details that make this guitar what it is was in 1993. And that's when we introduced the first historic reissue Les Pauls.
Over the years, we've tried to replicate that guitar the way it was built in 59.
There were all of these little intricacies about a 59 that made it what it was. What we concentrated on was, we said, so what is this guitar? What is the top like? What does the guitar look like? What is it that makes this guitar sound the way that it sounds? Not what do we have the ability to make and call this guitar. It was real clear, in order to make a 1959 Les Paul reissue as good as we can, we're gonna have to take this in steps. We changed the top carve. It has a tapered headstock on it. It has a Holley veneer on it. It has the correct control route. It has the correct wire channel, and it's got a long neck tenon on it. And all of these things are integral to the sound of a 1959.
Our current crop of custom Les Pauls is every bit the instrument as the old ones. It's just that, you know, they're 57 years newer. I can see what actually goes into these guitars, and everybody at every station here puts their heart and soul into every part of the process.
Passion for the product, the people, what we do on a daily basis, it's never boring. We're always on the quest to build a better guitar.
It's important that we go to extremes to get to that point to where when somebody looks at a guitar, there are no questions. You look at it and you can't deny what the guitar is.
The goal has always been the same at Custom, and that's creating the best instrument.
And that's our quest has always been, to get it to be what it was in 59.